How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Tuesday's edition of Yesterday in Baseball. My name is Luke, and today we've got plenty of playoff action to recap. We have a couple games from last night. We've got a couple games coming up today. We've got 4 games tomorrow, so buckle up. We got a lot of fun divisional series action. We had the Dodgers and Phillies last night, and that didn't disappoint. And the Brewers just keep on rolling, so we'll go in depth to each of those games, give you guys the lowdown on what happened and everything you need to know. So we've got a couple of storylines we'll cover, some news you need to know for today and tomorrow, and then we'll go into our player of the day and everything else business per usual. So without further ado, we'll head out to Philadelphia to check out the Dodgers and Phillies. It was seemingly another low-scoring affair as Blake Snell and Jesus Luzardo battled it out. Snell went 6 innings, no runs, and struck out 9 in what was a solid outing for him. And it was generally uneventful on both sides until the top of the 7th inning, as a single and double for the Dodgers set up a big inning. They got one from Kike Hernandez, fielder's choice, and then a Will Smith 2 RBI single added on, making it 3-0. And they wrapped up the inning with a Shohei Ohtani RBI single to make it 4-0, giving the Dodgers another big inning. That closed the book on Luzardo as he went 6+, giving up 2. The Phils showed some fight though as they chipped away, putting up 1 in the bottom of the 8th thanks to a Max Kepler triple and then a Trey Turner RBI single to make it 4-1. That's all they get in the 8th. And then at the bottom of the 9th, the shaky Blake Treinen came in for the Dodgers as the Phillies made their move. A single and a double set up a Nick Castellanos 2 RBI double that probably should have never happened. He just poked the bat out there, and the ball even beat him to second base, but they messed up the tag. That made it 4-3, runner at second, nobody out, but the Phillies made some base running blunders, and it all came down to Trey Turner versus Roki Sasaki, 2 on, 2 out in the 9th inning, but that rally ended as Turner grounded out to the second baseman, and Freeman barely made the scoop to record the out. Dodgers ended up pulling out the win in exciting fashion at the end, 4-3, and take a 2-0 series lead before heading back to LA. We had Game 2 of the other NLDS game out in Milwaukee as the Cubs lost to the Brewers 7-3. The Brewers were looking to keep their bats hot going against Shota Imanaga, and they did just that. They kicked off action early as Seiya Suzuki and the Cubs crushed a 3-run homer to put the Cubs up 3-0 in the top of the first. But that wasn't all, as in the bottom of the first, Andrew Vaughn answered right back, hitting a 3-run homer in the bottom of the inning to even things up at 3. How good has he been this year? He's been a revelation for the Brewers. It was fairly tame in the second, and then action kicked off again in the bottom of the third as William Contreras crushed a go-ahead homer to left to make it 4-3 Brewers. From there, it was in the hands of the bullpens. The scoring for the day wrapped up in the 4th inning as Jackson Trio hit a towering 3-run shot to center to make it 7-3 Brewers and keep their hot offense rolling. After that, it was fairly uneventful for both sides. Both bullpens were lights out from there. Brewers wrapped up another high-scoring victory, especially for a postseason game. They've scored a lot of runs this series. They win 7-3 and take a 2-0 series lead before heading to Chicago. So now we'll just dive into some general thoughts from these series so far. Again, the Phillies offense, they haven't quite gotten it going yet. They're still working. They chipped away late, and that was good from them that they're able to scratch something across. Blake Snell is as lights out as it gets, so, you can understand being shut down with him. But that Dodgers bullpen hasn't been great still. That's going to be their vulnerability, but it's going to be tough for Philly going on the road, 2 games in LA, needing to win every one of them from here on out. And the other 2-0 game, or 2-0 series, Cubs at Brewers, those Cubs, their pitching has just kind of crumbled, unfortunately, for them to that Brewers offense that's been so hot. And, they show flashes. After the 4th inning, they were lights out, but you can't give up 7 and expect to win games in the postseason. So they're going to have to clean that up and hope to make improvements there, figure something out, because it's just not working. And you're not going to win playoff games, like I said, giving up 7 runs every time. Their offense just isn't high-powered enough at this time to win and be sustainable with that. So that's what I was kind of seeing. Those Brewers are just kind of world beaters right now. They've got all the momentum in the world. They're hitting hot. They got the pitching going. So I did think it was interesting they kind of went with that bullpen start yesterday. But overall, though, they look great, and I fully expect them to go on and just, maybe keep rolling all the way to the World Series. But who knows? I feel like everything I've said so far has been wrong, so we'll see. Now let's get into some quick storylines. The Mariners' first baseman Josh Naylor didn't travel with the team to Detroit, as he is a father-to-be. He's likely to miss Game 3. His status for Game 4 is uncertain, but they said he could join the team at any time. They'll miss him in their lineup, though. He's been great, and their lineup as a whole has been kind of underperforming. So they're looking to move Gino Suarez to first base, and hopefully he can kind of fill the gap there. And then a fun stat for Blue Jays fans, their team has more homers and strikeouts so far on offense in the ALDS versus the Yankees, a truly bizarre feat through 2 games. And there's a report they are going to wear their white panel, their lucky hats in Game 3 on the road. So that's been working for them. They're going to try to keep that good mojo rolling. Now let's head into our player of the day for Monday. Our player of the day for Monday is Blake Snell of the Los Angeles Dodgers. He had a big outing and a big game for them. That's a really big swing game, getting to go up 2-0. So he helped make that happen, going 6 innings, giving up no runs, 9 strikeouts, 1 hit, 4 walks, but he's shown time and time again he can walk guys and it doesn't even faze him. That's all that to a plus 37.8 win probability added. Very impactful to that game. And what was a pitcher's duel most of the evening until that Dodgers 4-run eruption. So, great game from them, great game from Snell, and they'll look to keep on rolling as they go back to LA. Now let's dive into our games this afternoon and evening. We have the Seattle Mariners traveling to Detroit to take on the Tigers. They kick off action at 4 o'clock Eastern Time. Logan Gilbert versus Jack Flaherty in the bump. Logan Gilbert has a 2.61 ERA across 2 starts against the Tigers this year, and Flaherty only has 1 appearance, going 5 innings, striking out 7, and giving up 2 against the Mariners. Then at 8 o'clock Eastern, we have the Blue Jays at Yankees. Shane Bieber versus Carlos Rodon in the bump. Bieber is yet to face the Yankees this year, but has a career 4.11 ERA versus them. And then in 2025, Carlos Rodon has a 3.6 ERA versus the Blue Jays across 2 starts. For the 3rd time already this postseason, the Yankees are facing elimination, so they got to win the next 3 here if they're going to have a chance to move on. Should be interesting high-stakes ball games tonight, and grab your popcorn. Should be interesting. That's it for Tuesday's show. Got a short and sweet one for you with just 2 games on Monday and 2 games tonight, but potentially back to 4 games on Wednesday, so that should be fun. But enjoy the games this afternoon and evening if you can watch. Should be exciting. I know I've just been loving that Detroit and Seattle series so far. It's been good baseball all around. Your kind of quintessential playoff baseball. So thank you again, like I said, for listening, and hope you tune back in tomorrow for some more baseball recaps and action. Thank you and take care.